Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 8th to the 14th of January 2018. We begin the week with Jupiter meeting with Mars in Scorpio, and the whole week is permeating through the signs of Scorpio and Capricorn. So look to your chart to see where these placements are, because it's an incredibly powerful week. But beginning with this meeting of Jupiter and Mars in Scorpio, this is a bolt of light going to our very DNA, really. This is turning our energy inwards. This is deeply exploring ourselves. This is changing ourselves on a very inward and powerful level. This is looking at who we are and then taking another look at who we really are. So Jupiter's journey through Scorpio will take us all the way through to November, which is a journey of deep self-mastery, looking into our dark places, bringing things out to light, releasing negativity and amplifying our frequency. But as Mars passes over this point, then this is ignition. This will be the catalyst and the bravery for us to really do that deep exploration. It's a very rare alignment, and it's one that we do need to work with and take notice of this week. So cellular cleansing, bravery, honesty, self-exploration, but letting the electric current of Mars go in and do some very deep and profound and lasting cleansing. So tuning in, watching what comes up and alchemizing it, putting our focused attention on it, no repressing here, but actively, consciously bringing up any frustration, any anger, any fear, anything that's triggered, and exploring it thoroughly before we can burn it and purge it and let go of it once and for all. So alchemical healing on a profound level permeates the week. But we go even deeper by Tuesday, as we have the Sun, Venus and Pluto all meeting at 19 degrees Capricorn. Now, astrology and numerology and tarot all go together. 19 is the number of the Sun card in tarot. So more sovereignty here, more empowerment, more radiance. The Sun, Venus and Pluto. So the Sun is our soul force energy. Venus is our heart and its transmission. And Pluto is our inner healer and alchemist. All in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is our realization. What we make real, what we stand on and for. Pluto, going through Capricorn for a few years now, has deconstructed anything that's not serving us, any unstable foundations. But now at the middle degrees, we're ready to put our heart into it with Venus and our soul force energy into it with the Sun, to become sovereign, regal and radiant. So this works perfectly well with the high voltage charge that we're experiencing with the Mars and Jupiter that we've just spoken about. So connecting with the power of the heart with Venus, connecting with our own mastery and ability to raise our frequency with Pluto, and then amplifying that with the Sun. This extremely rare alignment. Take some time to be still on Tuesday, because this is not one to be missed. We can ask ourselves questions like, what's true and false, and how do I tell the difference? It shouldn't be in the head, it shouldn't be a concept. It should be something that we feel. We're tuning into our intuition now and our deep knowing. So to learn to trust our core self, to learn to trust our heart, and let go of any falsity so that we can raise our vibration and be free, is part of this walking meditation this week. By Thursday we have Mercury joining them in Capricorn. This is quite a serious combination. Mercury is our processing mind and Capricorn is our structure. So thorough, realistic and grounded thinking comes in. Can bring our mind into alignment so that it works for us, based on truth and solid ground. But Capricorn can be about structure too much, it can be about control. So by Friday we can have a look at where we're trying to control our world and our realization, our reality through our thoughts. Have our thoughts become too rigid? Do we need to loosen them up, make a bit of space, ponder the difference between surrender and control? When we feel that we're controlling something, it's a contracted feeling inside, it's a hot feeling in the head, it's a pushing forwards, there's a sense of resistance and forcing the issue. But that's only because we believe that it's our mind that needs to control the show, that we need to think things forwards into being. But we don't actually know what our next thought is going to be. The mind needs to come in after the plan has been formed to put it into practice. So with the surrender, we go into the realm of the imagination, with the excitement of what it is that we want to create. We harness that in the heart, and then we give our mind the job to do, saying, okay, how can I bring this into being? And then we take action. So very, very difficult one for many, many people that are caught in the linear, progressive time trap. Can you surrender? Can you stop trying to control long enough to connect with your excitement and your passion? Can you open up to the potential of the greater sphere and then put the plan together later? Can you surrender? Can you let go? And this is very much all about trust. Can you trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and it's not you necessarily that's making that happen? Mercury in Capricorn could also have a financial aspect, because Mercury rules money and cash flow and resources. So have a rethink of where your money and your clients come from, and whether it's your mind that's actually stopping that from happening by being too rigid. Whether you can tap into the stream of abundance by letting go a little and getting back into the flow. Because by Saturday and Sunday we have Mercury meeting Saturn. So to recap, now we have Mercury and Saturn, Venus, Pluto and the Sun all in Capricorn. That's half the chart in the sign of Capricorn. So this is the icing on the cake really. If we've done the daily work throughout the week, have we rebuilt a useful structure, something that's supporting enough and something that's real, but something that's not restricting us and not too limiting? Have we challenged doubts and fears with Mars in Jupiter? Have we come out of confusion to find the clarity of what truly matters and what we're building upon and towards? So there's a sense of correct perspective and supportive thoughts that can come in to help align our mind in a very simple and centered space, making life more easy, getting rid of the confusion and the chatter, getting back to the core essence of who we really are, what we're here for, what we're creating, and how to create that in the most effortless way. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to take a look at where all of this is happening for you, then I am available one-to-one over Skype or in London. I also have an online members group where we're discussing these aspects and we're able to post up our charts and examine on a daily basis, as well as talking about other interesting topics. And I have a series of online courses and meetups where you can actually work with me and learn to do this for yourself. So please do subscribe and share, and contact me on zoehine7@gmail.com if you're interested in any of my offerings.